Hey, Antoinette, why don't you tell me about growing up in New York?
New York? Warren, why do you want to know about that? Well, growing up in New York was lots of fun. I loved growing up in New York. I couldn't imagine growing up anywhere else.
Really?
Yeah, really. Uh, the fun things I did, well, lots of movies to go see, but I guess you can see movies anywhere in the U.S., anywhere in the world for that matter. I enjoyed being able to go to Lincoln Center for concerts or Carnegie Hall and even play in Carnegie Hall. So I did play in Carnegie Hall.
Wow, that's exciting.
Have you ever been to New York?
I have.
You have?
Yeah, I've been there twice.
Oh, okay. What did you do when you were there?
The first time I was with my mother. I was 12 years old. And we went to Central Park, and we saw some museums around Central Park.
You didn't go into the museums?
Yes, we did go into the museums.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's my park, Central Park. How did you find my park? Did you like my park?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
I was surprised how big it was.
It is a big park. That's what I like about it. You can get lost in the park and almost forget that you're in a city.
Yeah, that's what I found really neat about it, is sometimes I felt like I was in the countryside, but then I would see large buildings.
Yes, yeah. I enjoy that too. Did you know that you could ride horses in the park?
No, I didn't.
Did you know about the skating rink in the park?
Yes, I've seen the skating rink on TV.
Oh, okay. What time of year did you go? What season was
I've been there in summer and in fall,
it? Okay.
but not winter.
It's beautiful in any season, I think. I love Central Park.
Yeah, me too. It was a memorable experience.
I'm glad to hear that. What other places did you go to?
Well, when I was older, I went with my friend, and we went on top of the Empire State Building.
Okay. I'm not sure if they allow you to go up there now.
That was around 2004,
Okay.
and we went.
Were you able to look over the edge?
I don't know if I was looking over the edge. I think it's inside,
Okay.
but you're at the top.
Okay, so yeah, things have changed a bit since I was a little girl. So.
Oh, did it used to be outside that
You could go outside. There were binoculars, or I don't know what they're called, but you put a little change in.
Right, yeah.
And you could see.
Yeah, they had
scenery.
those
Okay.
as well, yeah. Yeah, we could see Central Park.
Okay.
And you could even see the Statue of Liberty from there.
Oh, wow. I've been there.
Yeah. Actually, I never got to go. Both times I went to New York, we
Yes.
wanted to go to the Statue of Liberty,
Oh.
but we didn't have enough time.
Oh, well, you should plan another trip.
I'd like to, yeah. That sounds great.
So, Sarah, let's talk about sleep. How many hours of sleep do you usually get every night?
Usually at least 8. Depends on how late I stay up, but usually about 8 hours I try to get every night.
And you're pretty consistent. Like, even on the weekends, you get 8 hours.
Yes, even on the weekends. Sleep is very important for me to feel normal and energetic.
Now, do you need an alarm clock to wake you up, or do you just wake up naturally every day?
I definitely have to have an alarm clock. Even though I wake up very easily, I don't wake up at a routine time easily. So I usually set 2 alarms, and that'll usually get me up.
Oh, wow. I actually have this kind of weird mental ability. I thought that everybody can do this, but I found out it's not the case. But I can wake up exactly at the minute I want, anytime. So, like, if I have to get up at 5:43, before I go to bed, I can say, okay, get up at 5:43, and I'll wake up at 5:43 exactly. I don't
That's
know.
amazing.
Yeah, I don't know how. I guess your brain just can keep time. When I tell people this, sometimes they think, "Oh, come on, that's not true." But really, like ever since I was a kid, I could just tell myself what time I want to wake up, and I'll wake up exactly at that time.
That's really quite amazing. I wish it was that way for me, but it's not.
Yeah, well, it's weird because like I don't use alarm clocks, and I can't like an alarm clock. The idea actually, I can't have a deep sleep if I know that it's going to ring and wake me up, like it's going to jolt. To me, an alarm clock is like somebody throwing cold water on you, you know? So, I don't use alarm clocks at all.
Yeah, I'm always paranoid about being late, so that's why I set 2, just in case like 1 doesn't go off. But I can sleep any time of the day. Like, it really doesn't matter what type of day. It's very easy for me to fall asleep for as long as whenever. So that's why I have to have an alarm clock, because I could sleep 12 or 14 hours and not wake up.
Wow. That's like you do like sleep.
Yeah.
So do you take naps?
No, because then I feel really like groggy and really like irritable if I take naps for only, because I just want to sleep longer than that amount of time. So I don't take naps.
Like, can you sleep with the light on?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't. Actually, that's probably why I always wake up so early. As soon as the light comes through the window, I wake up. I can't sleep if it's not dark.
I can sleep in any situation. Light, noise, sitting up, doesn't matter. I can sleep.
Oh, wow. So you're a deep sleeper.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so jealous. Like just a little bit of noise or a little bit of light, and I can't sleep. Wow. And actually, I probably only get on average 6 hours a night, but I do sometimes take naps.
Okay. How long do you usually nap for?
Usually an hour. I found out if I go over an hour, then that's the danger zone, because then if you sleep like 2 or 3 hours, then you wake up and you're just groggy for the whole day. Like you can't. It's like you've been drugged, you know? So, yeah. At 45-minute nap's about it.
Yeah. When you were a child, did your parents make you take naps?
They did. And oddly enough, when I was a kid, though, I couldn't sleep. Like, you know, you would cry, I don't want to take a nap, you know. And then you'd be like, you'd conk out. But, yeah, I do remember. Do you remember having to take naps in school?
I didn't go to school, actually. I was homeschooled.
Oh,
so
really?
I remember taking naps when I was really little, but beyond that, and like school age, I never had to.
Huh. Anyway, all this talk's making me tired. I think I'm ready for a nap.
Sounds good.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Today we're talking about bucket lists, things you want to do before you die. Do you have anything?
Actually, no. I don't have a bucket list. And the reason why is because I have already done or am currently doing the things that I want to do. In addition, I like to live in the now, so like the present of like what's happening. So I really don't think of the distant future very much, just like what's right in front of me. For example, I'm going to Singapore soon, in about 10 days, and I'm really looking forward to that and the new adventure and things that I'll get to do there.
What sort of things do you have in mind to explore in Singapore?
First of all, swing dancing. My favorite kind of dance currently is Lindy Hop swing dancing. And Singapore is one of the places in Asia that has several swing dance meetup groups. So I look forward to dancing several of the nights while I'm there, but also trying all of the delicious food and just exploring a country that I've never been to.
Wow, great. What are some of the things that you have wanted to do in the past that you have accomplished already?
I think living in foreign countries I've already lived in 2 foreign countries, and I plan on living in foreign countries probably the rest of my life. So that's a big one. And I think just everyday things like finishing college and getting 2 master's degrees and being able to support myself. It's all things that are important to me.
Yeah, those are really great things. What are your 2 degrees in?
My first degree is in teaching English to speakers of other languages. This degree allows me to be able to live in other countries and to teach English. And then my other degree is in global studies, so it's like an intercultural degree where I learned about different cultures and religions.
Oh, that's really great. Have you ever eaten anything exotic or had any really interesting experiences that most people might not have had when you're traveling to these different places and fulfilling your goals?
I've definitely eaten a lot of different things, most of which I'm not really sure what a lot of it was. The strangest, probably jellyfish, maybe. I've also gotten a chance to ride a lot of different animals. I've ridden camel, donkey, horse, elephant, and even an ostrich. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Have you done any other extreme activities?
Yeah, I've been skydiving before. I've been volcano boarding. Trying to think what else I've done. I haven't been bungee jumping. I think that's probably one of the only ones that I haven't done as of right now. But I really have no desire to do that one. So.
Wow, that's great. You've lived a good life.
So, Antoinette, you've been living in Japan for a while now, right?
Yes, that's right.
Huh. Well, can you tell me, do you like to use chopsticks or forks and knives more?
It depends on what I'm eating, really. For the most part, I enjoy using chopsticks. They are easy to use. I don't have to worry about cutting anything, and especially if I'm eating Japanese food, which tends to be chopped in small pieces, small bite-sized pieces, chopsticks are perfect. But when I'm eating Western food or spaghetti, I prefer using Western-style utensils.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. What about sleeping? Do you like to sleep on like a Western bed or a Japanese futon?
Actually, it depends on the season. In
Why
summer, in summer, I prefer sleeping on a futon. It seems cooler than a bed. But in winter, I love a cozy, plush bed with lots of pillows and quilts or duvets, and yeah, I like to feel cozy.
That sounds nice. Okay. How about having shoes on or off in the house?
I like to go barefoot. Well, with socks. My feet get cold.
Oh, do you use slippers?
No.
Oh, okay.
I find slippers uncomfortable, unless they are the kind that fit your foot. They're not actually the correct size for my foot. So.
Oh, I see. So Japanese slippers are different size for you?
They're one size fits all, and I just feel like just kicking them off anytime.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How about, in Japan, a lot of times people sit on the floor, but you don't really do that very much in the United States. Do you like sitting in chairs or on the floor more?
I like both, actually. Again, it depends on the season. The floor is so nice and cool in summer, and I like just feeling that coolness. But in winter, I want fabric underneath me, and I want cushions. That tends to provide a barrier for cold wind.
Right, right. Eating out is a little different too. I think in Japan you tend to share all the meals that you have, but maybe back home you usually just buy one meal.
That's true. Maybe I'm a germ-phobic American. I don't know. I like eating my own food. I don't like to share. If it's one huge serving plate that's meant for several people, then fine, but I like just having my own plate of food.
Oh, okay. What about having a shower or a bath? I think in Japan they usually have like a detachable shower head, and you can shower yourself before going into a bath. What do you prefer?
Well, I like showers. Either way, as long as the water is hot. Whether it's detachable or not, as long as the water is hot. I like showers. And I like having water run down my body. That's a pleasant feeling. But I also like sitting in a hot tub of water, but not for too long.
What about the bathtubs? Because I think they're different sizes, aren't they?
They are. I like the fact that Japanese baths allow you to sit in water up to your neck. But I also like the fact that Western-style baths allow you to recline in the water.
Right. You can stretch out
you
more?
can stretch out, yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
That's a hard call.
So, do you dream a lot? Do you remember your dreams?
I usually do, although I have to admit, now that I'm older, I don't dream so much. It's pretty rare that I have a dream. But I will have dreams if I'm really stressed or if I'm really sick. So usually every time I get sick, I notice I'm sick because I have a dream. And I'll wake up in the middle of the night from some crazy dream, and then I'll notice, oh, wow, I'm sick. So, yeah, that's about it.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. Although, when I was when I was younger, I used to have all these dreams related to work. I guess they were stress related. And the craziest dream was I was a waiter at a very fast-paced restaurant, and it was very stressful. And you had to wait on about 10 tables, and people would come in, and you had to get their food fast. And if you didn't, you would get yelled at by the boss, or the customers would be upset. So I used to have this dream, and this was when I was in college, that I would be sleeping, and there would be a table in my room, and the customers would be sitting there watching me sleep, and they would be furious because I wasn't bringing their food. And I was like just sleeping in the bed right next to their table. And it was the same nightmare I had for like again and again and again. It was crazy.
That's really interesting and kind of funny too.
Yeah, I know. It's weird how you have the same recurring dream. I used to have another dream, a nightmare when I was young, and it would be I was riding a bicycle up a mountain, and the mountain was had a path that just kept going around and around the mountain, and you had to be really careful or else your bike would fall off the cliff, and then my bike, of course, would go off the cliff, and I would fall, and then you would wake up right before you hit the ground. I had that dream many, many times when I was a little kid.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever have nightmares or any dreams like that?
Yeah, I don't dream very often, but I have this one reoccurring dream also where I am in school and it's the end of the semester and I suddenly realize that there's one class that I haven't been going to the entire semester and I'm going to fail it. So I panic and I'm running around trying to find my professor to try to figure out what I need to do or what I need to study for the final exam so that I don't fail this class. But what's really interesting about this dream is I found out a few years ago that my father has the same reoccurring dream.
Wow. This is going to sound crazy. I've had that dream too. I've had a dream of I registered for a course in college and I never went to the course, and I'm going to get an F, and I don't even remember when I registered or where the class is, but I didn't finish the class. Is that the same dream?
Exact same dream.
Wow. I wonder what it means.
Me too.
Maybe there's somebody out there that really knows what it means, and they're like, uh-oh, those two people are doomed.
There must be a lot of people with this dream.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Like there's certain structures. Like I know that the bike dream that I had about falling off the cliff, I've heard that many people have that. Yeah. Have you ever heard about the dream? I had it a couple times, the dream where you're in class and then you suddenly notice that you don't have any clothes on and you're afraid that people are going to notice you don't have any clothes on?
No, I've never had that one.
Yeah, that was one when I was really, really little, but yeah. Huh.
I've heard that a lot of people have dreams about their teeth falling out. And that this means that like they're afraid of like losing something in their life.
Really?
Something that's really important to them.
Oh, wow. So if your teeth are falling out, you're going to lose something.
Yeah. Wow. Or you're afraid of losing something. Because most people, their teeth are really important to them.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Well, I don't have any nightmares anymore. It's pretty rare. How about you?
Yeah, same with me. Thank goodness.
Yeah, maybe it's just a young thing.
Maybe. So, Adam, today we're talking about do-overs. So, what is something that you wish you would have done over? For example, maybe something in your university life?
Yeah, there are a few things. I might change my major. I studied education, and while I enjoy what I'm doing right now, my free time, I really like watching movies about science and astronomy. And if I would go back to school and start my studies over, I'd probably study something along those lines, astronomy and metaphysics or something. I think that those topics are really interesting and on the cutting edge of science, and just fascinating to explore.
Interesting. Anything else you wish you would have done?
I might have been more involved in the sports clubs at my school. For example, the American football team. I played in high school, but in college I wanted to play, but I didn't have the motivation to push me over the edge to actually go out and really put my heart into it. I went to one training day and kind of tried out, but I didn't really pursue it as much as I would have liked. I think it would have been fun to be part of that culture and that environment.
How about something that you did do that maybe now you wish you hadn't?
I pierced my ears in high school because that was the cool thing to do, but now I don't wear earrings, and yeah, looking back on it, kind of just a silly thing to do, that trying to follow the trends that trends usually pass. So yeah, that would be something that I wouldn't do again.
Anything else you would have changed?
I might have made different decisions about my girlfriends at the time. I had a really good girlfriend in the beginning of college, and things didn't work out because of a variety of reasons. But I think if we would have worked on it, we could have made it made it happen. And so yeah, that's something I think about sometimes, about life in college. It's always, college love is kind of crazy thing. So yeah, we're too much like kids, I guess, I think, at that age.
Okay, thanks, Adam. So, Adam, we're talking about bucket list. So, things that you would like to do before you die. So, what's your number one thing on your bucket list?
Ooh, difficult question. Number one, I'd probably have to say, skydiving, maybe. I've wanted to do it for a long time, and I went bungee jumping in New Zealand. That was fun, but I still have not yet been skydiving, and jumping out of a plane just sounds like an awesome idea to me.
What other kind of adventure sports have you done?
This summer I was, what did I do? Sandboarding in Peru. That was fun. When I was younger, I did a lot of snowboarding and skateboarding, and yeah, I really enjoy extreme sports. I ride a motorcycle currently. If I could, I'd love to race cars professionally, although I don't know how good I'd be at it, but just looks just like so much fun.
Yeah, well, it's never too late to start something you want to do, so you should add that to your bucket list. So tell me, what else is on your bucket list?
I really want to write a book, be the author of a novel. I'm always in the process of writing something down, but it never seems to come to a complete book type end result. But maybe eventually all of these little things that I've written down will come into a book form, and I can publish it and complete my goal.
What kind of things do you write? Like, what kind of genre, or is it kind of all the same, or do you write many different styles?
I write a lot of different things. One thing that I write is travel stories from my travels abroad, or anecdotes that I come across when I'm traveling. Recently, I've been writing jokes. I really enjoy watching stand-up comedy, and have got kind of inspired from them to write some stuff down, although I've never really presented it. And I also write, I guess, fantasy stories as well. I have a few short stories, but it's been difficult for me to try to put them into book, like a longer version of them. The details are tricky to write down.
Wow, that's really interesting. Hopefully one day we'll be able to read a book written by you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. So tell me, what else is on your list?
The other things would be traveling to Europe, which I plan to do hopefully next summer, so I can cross that one off the list. I've always wanted to go to Europe, especially Italy and Spain. So I'm excited to get that one done. And I'd also really like to go to Africa and go on a safari and see, lions, tigers in the wild, in their natural habitat. I've also heard that you could see sharks, great white sharks, in South Africa on the coast. I had some friends that went and sat in a cage in the water and had great whites swim by. that sounds like a terrifying and once-in-a-lifetime experience that I'm terrified of sharks, but it would be quite amazing to see.
Yeah, I am terrified of sharks as well, so I probably will not be adding that to my bucket list. But yeah, I hope you get to do everything that's on your list there.
Thanks. Me too.
Hi. So, Rory.
Yeah, hi.
Hi. Are you an introvert or an extrovert?
I'm not sure, you know. Sometimes I think that I'm basically an introvert.
Yes.
Like, as I get older, I much prefer my own company.
Interesting.
I don't really like going to parties that much if there's going to be new people there.
Mm-hmm.
If it's my friends, I'm happy to go out, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What about you?
It's funny what you said. I feel the same way. I think sometimes I'm an introvert, and at other times I can be an extrovert.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe in reverse to what you said, I feel like the older I get, the more extroverted I become.
That's interesting.
While I was younger, I was a lot shyer, so I preferred my own company.
Mm-hmm.
But now I find that sometimes too, I really enjoy people, so I like to
Right.
meet new ones.
Yeah.
So yeah.
In the classroom, as a teacher, I'm quite an extrovert, I think. I quite like being up in front of students, showing off, but I would never do that in front of other teachers or my friends
Interesting.
in my personal life. But it's something about the classroom, maybe because it's my environment and I'm in control,
Yes.
that I feel more comfortable, like being more extroverted and showing off, camping up.
I think it would be a little difficult to be introverted if you were a language teacher. I think it certainly helps to be extroverted, or
Yeah.
to act to be able to become more extroverted when you're in the classroom.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
And have you ever done anything really extroverted, like performed in public or
Before I used to sing actually, and I've sang in concerts.
right?
And it's true, I think that's where my introverted self really comes out, because although I enjoy singing and I like the attention to a certain extent, but I get really nervous.
Right.
Really, really nervous when I'm in front of a large crowd. And sometimes I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I here?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't do that so much
Right.
anymore.
And do you think people can change? Do you think because people seem to want to become more extroverted, it seems to be like society says extroverted people are successful people.
It's true.
Do you think people can change, or do you think people should try to change?
I've heard of actually people saying that depending on the language, that people change with language. I've heard of some of my students saying that when they speak in a different language, their personality actually changes.
Right.
Where maybe in their own language they may be quieter, but when they speak the different language, they become a lot more extroverted.
Right.
It's as if they change.
Uh-huh.
So whether or not it's a real change, I think you can fake it, quote unquote, even if you're not an extrovert or an introvert. Maybe for a few hours or for
Right.
the occasion, yeah, you can pretend and then go back.
Right. I
Yeah.
wonder if when we speak a different language, we don't have the same connections with the words.
That's true.
Makes it easier to maybe speak more honestly and not worry about what other people think of us.
That's true.
So, Meg, I have an interesting question for you.
Okay.
So the other day I was talking with a friend, and she asked me about, showers, like how many showers do I take a day? And I think I had mentioned I take 3 showers a day. That's why that came up. And she thought that was absurd, that nobody should take 3 showers a day.
Yeah, it seems a little crazy to me.
That's odd. Like, I thought that was kind of the norm, actually,
Really?
these days. Yeah, because you take a shower when you wake up, Then most people go to the gym. You take a shower when you're done at the gym, which is usually mid-afternoon or early evening. And then I usually take a shower before I go to bed.
I don't think I've ever known anyone who's taken 3 showers a day.
Really?
Do people that you know take 3 showers a day?
I think I just assumed that all of my friends kind of did the same thing because they're guys and they also play sports. So they also take a shower, when they wake up, before they go to bed, and after they work out.
Yeah. Well, I guess sports or working out definitely makes a difference. I might totally frighten you with the showers that I take because I do not shower 3 times a day. Typically, I shower once every 2 days.
Really?
Yeah, because especially with my skin, it gets pretty dried out if I'm showering so often with the soap and the water and everything. So I have to be careful with that. But if I played sports or something where I got sweaty, I'm definitely taking a shower after that, an extra shower. But I've never taken 3 showers in one day, I don't think.
Well, so you, even when it's hot in summer, you just do it once every 2 days?
If I get sweaty, then maybe more than that. But I don't sweat very easily, so I usually don't have to worry about it.
Oh, wow. I think it must be what your skin gets conditioned to, because one of the reasons why I always take showers is not that I feel dirty, is like I feel like my skin gets itchy unless I take a shower.
Yeah, and it might be because, and I think there's a difference too with where I lived in America and living here in Japan. Like the humidity is different, and so my skin gets more dry here. Actually, it has the opposite effect. So I had to be more careful here maybe than I did in America.
Yeah, that's true. So what about washing your hair? You wash your hair every 2 days?
Yes. Yeah, wash my hair every 2 days. Use conditioner maybe once a week. My hair would also get super dried out. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little frizzy right now.
Yeah.
So that's how it naturally is. My hair type too. So maybe your hair type handles well getting washed 3 times a day.
Yeah, I mean, for one, I wash my hair usually twice a day, sometimes just once. But always, after I work out, I have to wash my hair. But one thing I never, ever do is use conditioner. And I don't understand why people use conditioner on their hair.
Well, short hair, maybe you don't have to worry about it as much.
Oh, okay.
But with longer hair, and especially earlier this year, I had hair quite a bit longer than this even. And the ends get dried out very easily, and they don't replace like the hair oils because it's coming from the roots. And so you have to add some extra moisture into the hair if you want it to stay looking decent. So, probably more important to condition long hair than short hair.
Okay, yeah. Because I've never understood why people use conditioner, because when I use it, it just makes my hair seem waxy.
Yeah, maybe you're using too much conditioner or not washing it all out.
Maybe. I know. I have to learn how to wash my hair. Okay, cool.
Yeah.